The president praising the effort of the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency and taking Democrats to task for their calls to abolish ICE.
We have some of the worst drug dealers, terrorists, criminals, and MS-13 gang members. And we're either throwing them the hell in jail or throwing them out of our country, and ICE goes up there and they walk in like it's another day in the office. Thank goodness for ICE. The Democrats want to abandon ICE. They want to end ICE.
Let's bring in Sean Spicer. He is former White House press secretary and author of the new memoir, The Briefing, which is out today. Congratulations on that. We're going to talk about that in 1 second. Let me ask you first, though, react to that comment that you heard from the president. What do you think about how the Democrats are positioning themselves right now?
I'm not sure that that's the strongest message. ICE was brought into fruition after the 2001 terrorist attacks on the United States, and their goal is to make sure that people who aren't supposed to be in the country don't come in the country, and the people that do come into the country are here with the right motives. They're not here to harm our citizens or the people who are visiting our nation. They prevent trafficking of women and children, and they perform a variety of functions to make sure that our country is kept safe and our people are kept safe. I think this idea of calling for the abolition of ICE is irresponsible at best.
Do you think it reflects the majority of the Democrat Party? Because they try and say that it's a fringe, but if that's true, I mean, it's a very vocal fringe, and it's the folks that are getting the most attention. And the last person that was kind of on the fringe did pretty well in the primaries on the Democrat side, Bernie Sanders.
Right. Well, I think more importantly, it's a growing fringe. I mean, it's getting to be bigger and bigger, and there's very few calls within the leadership of the left to denounce this. But the odd thing that I find beyond as sort of a tertiary issue is this idea that Democrats pride themselves on standing up for federal employees. And these are men and women who go out and put their lives in danger to support the safety that so many of us enjoy. And yet here you have Democrats throwing these individuals under the bus who so bravely do their jobs day in and day out.
I don't want to run out of time without talking about your book because it's a fascinating one. I saw the president already tweeted about it, saying that it was great. It makes me wonder, so did they read it first? Did they ask you to cut anything? What was that process like?
No, I shared with the president what the goal was, and this is my account of, the convention, the campaign, the transition, the White House on, those big seminal moments, how I felt, what was going on behind the scenes. The president is obviously aware of it. I've talked to him about it, and he has been extremely supportive of it, which I continue to be greatly appreciative of.
So there
but
was
it
no
really
red
is that
line
insider
edit.
view.
Yeah.
Huh?
No. Okay. You say he is a unicorn riding a unicorn over a rainbow. I love that quote. What does that mean?
I read it, and I answer my own question in the book in terms of I often got questions at events with saying, are we going to see more candidates like Donald Trump? Is this the new norm? And the point that I was trying to make through that illustrative analogy is to say that he is unbelievably unique. Any candidate that thinks that they're just going to emulate Donald Trump is sadly mistaken. He truly is a unique candidate and a unique president. And it's his authenticity that sells. And so candidates who try to emulate him, I think, are going to fall short because they miss what actually the quality is that people are attracted to, which is his ability to speak straight from his gut, not to focus on results, to not rehearse talking points over and over again, and then just spew them out. He speaks from the heart, and he's passionate about what he believes in.
Real quick, do you think that the other side tries to run someone comparable, saying we don't want a politician, we need a media star, we need somebody that is cult of personality?
I think you're going to have, a huge field on the left because everybody thinks this is their opportunity. You're going to see mayors and reality stars, you name it. I think the field on the left is going to be extremely packed, and I think they're going to flip over each other to get further and further to the extreme left, which is going to just bode extremely well for the president's chances of re-election.
Sean Spicer, thank you so much for joining us. The new book is called The Briefing. It sounds like it's quite a read. We will get right to it. Thanks, Sean.